Welcome, and what is good? I hope you're all well, my people. Welcome back to the channel. 3 weeks out in 2 days, so 3 weeks and 2 days left until show day. Today is our quad focused leg session, and today is the first day where we will scale back a little bit on the compound work. So you can probably compare my last leg day where I took my sets to absolute death. Today, we are still going to go to failure, but we're not going to take it to a place where it's, you know, almost past failure and breaking me in a way. So I will get into a little bit on how and why we do it in the session once I've actually done my logbook out, but you get to a point in a prep where you have to manage your recovery in order to see progression continuously. The biggest bottleneck in people's progress when it comes to contest prep is poor fatigue management. Fatigue management is key in order for you to be able to get the right response when it comes to fat loss and performance retention, which is always the priority during contest prep. Therefore, you have to manage your training volume, manage your sleep, manage your recovery modalities, and manage your external stresses in such manner that allows you to still be able to do what you need to do when it comes to fat loss, but not drive a hole so deep that you just feel completely dead all the time. It's a fine balance of getting things right so you can keep moving forward, but not to the point where you're dying. Yeah? Calm. All right? So, today is Meg's last leg day. And your last leg session should still be done with effort, but not the effort that she normally gives. So she's under the instructions of keeping her reps, 2 reps away from failure. The training volume is already quite low. It is her last leg day, so she will not be doing total devolume training. It's just lowering the intensity. As, like I said, her training volume is already quite low. All the following sessions from that are gonna be devolume training. So in the peak week, the whole goal is getting your body as fresh as possible. Therefore, my favorite approach in peak week towards training is actually taking devolume/delog training, however you want to call it, whatever you want to describe it. But intensity and training volume needs to come down in order for your body to actually get fresh, drop the fatigue that's needed in order for your body to be able to fill up and remove some of the water retention that may be held through you being tired. I like to think of warm-up sets like a rehearsal. Every single warm-up set you do is practice before the main play. You have to make sure that each and every single rehearsal is as accurate as you can physically get it. The same principle applies in training. You have to make sure these warm-up sets count, and you really treat them with the same amount of focus as you do your top working set. Don't forget, your warm-up sets are your rehearsal before the big game. They're just as important if you are to truly be able to perform well when it matters. Perfect, 3. 4. Oh, yes! So, I think that was one of the most accurate sets I've ever done. Now, let's talk about rep pace, tempo control, and taking things to failure. Arguably the most important reps are your last 2-3 reps. We don't really stimulate that much muscle growth until we reach what we call the hard reps. Now, these reps are the reps that you have to truly focus on the most, because these are the reps that give you the biggest bang for the buck. If you get sloppy when it gets hard, that is when you lose out on the most valuable reps you can get from your workout. Stay connected, stay locked in. When you reach them hard reps, make them even more accurate, as you will reap the benefits and you will get the most out of them. Again, drive, drive. Drive, drive, drive. That's how assisted reps should look. The whole point of it, it's assistance. I'm not doing the reps for him. The only thing I'm doing is assisting him to complete the repetition at a pace that he was already going at. If you do it too slow, no bueno. Too fast, again, no bueno. So it's a final balance of both, where you're just moving that rep in order for him to complete that rep, to extend that set. That is how you do true force reps. You have to make them work, but not to the point where you're just trashing them completely into the ground and they're shaking, dying for their life. It's a fine balance where it's productive or it isn't. Help too much, not productive. Don't help enough, again, not productive. Ever since I've actually been able to be far more accurate with my leg curl, I'm actually treating it as an isolation exercise. The biggest mistake I see people make with a lying leg curl, they treat it like a compound movement. It is not. You actually require so much less load to be more accurate on your hamstring. I've literally half my load on this machine and I'm getting so much more stimulus from it. The sensation and the pump, the connection, again, you should never train for sensation, but the connection I get on hamstrings now, reducing the load alone and focusing on improvement in tempo and execution, is dramatic. And I feel like it still reflects in how my hamstring looks as well. Treat this as an isolation exercise. It is an isolation exercise. You wouldn't use a huge amount of load to do a preacher dumbbell curl, would you? The same principle applies here.
Yeah, okay. Let me get this straight. Fuck you with life sentence, so I don't make it. It's 'cause I could not handle the pain. I don't wanna hear nobody complain about that's got time I got to waste. So they go through what I went through. You wouldn't have downloaded my mixtape, so let me come fire it in you. Let me get it off my chest. Turns out no matter how many shots I make, I still can't handle the stress. But I know which one the indirects. True say man might see me as a threat like mine. As long as I'm known as Manchester's best. So picture the scene, I'm sitting in my corner, starving and racing until I got caught. You see yourself in the papers, you want it there with police. And I was like, what? It was hot. But do you want to know what was a lot? The night before was the night that I went on tour. I could direct myself on Snap, just my luck. Let me do a Vincent Van Gogh, cause you know I paint pictures with words. I was stuck in a published one block, I was in backstage trying to get to the bar. And my man didn't want to let me pass. Push me into the family of brothers. Before you knew it, I'd already been cracked. Let me bring my enemies through. To the left, they step back, I step forward, play with fire, you're gonna get burned. But I must apologize in advance, cause I didn't want it to end. See what happened when it was loose. I was in the Manchester Evening News, it said you got violently attacked outside in the town. Acting good, that's how you know what the papers try. It was self-defense, that's a blatant lie. I'm still no tech. Take it with easy. I'm a different guy. There's a lot of me. One more I was heavily white. I was in school looking like Wesley Snipes. Then Shermans in a second I'm back. Make it. Oh yeah. Didn't stop all the time, it was year 9. Didn't love to see more side. Too many people died. Between like 91 and 99, it was a gang war on the violent crime. I'm going straight for kill up my place with shotgun like
Looks easy. Looks easy. So, you're set. You're supposed to look easy. You're supposed to look like you are in full control. Every rep should look smooth. But as you get deeper to our failure point, they should just slow down. The quality of the rep shouldn't really change. So when you compared my first rep to my last rep, they looked almost identical. The only difference is the rep speed that changes. More challenging it gets, closer you get to failure, the slower it is. That's why my last one was a little bit of a grinder, where it was like, you know, but that was still, you know, a very, very accurate rep, which is the key. Show me now. Show me. Show me your minerals now. Show me your minerals. Beautiful. Good. 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 Show me now, come on. Drive. Drive, 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 drive. One more. You can, motherfucker. It's me that's 3 weeks out, not you. You're gonna take one. You're gonna take one. Drive!
I lost sight of the last one.
So I won. You can take that one, but just one for the session, that's it. No more now. Alright? What? Mate, you're going to grow, right? You're going to grow from lifting far less load. Your joints are going to stay fresh. You're going to feel fresher, you sleep a little better, because you're not just lifting weight now. The accuracy of each rep is far better, range of motion is better, stillness is greater. This means fuck all if we're not taking the right steps for form and execution. Write that down, motherfuckers.
I'll remember Paul got scoring with 3 lions on his shirt, lay on the floor with his arms in the air, just celebrating the victory of warfare. Greatness running through my veins. On these cold English streets is where I learned to play.
At this point, half the battle's in your head. You can either win it or you can lose it. All starts in your head. If you win it in your head first before you go into the set, so no matter what, you're not going to fail that set. But you have to make sure at first you overcome and win it in your head. Mind is everything. Now, I already fucking win before I lift. I already fucking win. Motherfucker. I already fucking win. I already fucking win because it's fucking light. Yes! Motherfucker!
Oh yes, that's the one.
Now we're fucking talking. Told you fucking win in my head. Yes. Right, big man. Here we fucking go.
Let's go, focus now. 1 second. Here we go. There you go. Take one. Come on. Here you go.
No! It's getting harder this now in prep. Essential. Yeah. Beautiful. Good. Good, come on. Good, come on. Come on. Drive. Good. Beautiful. I fucking felt it. It's about time I fucking felt it. So far, up until the last few days, I can't say I really felt like I was on prep. You know, I had an odd day where energy was a bit lower and, you know, towards the end of the day dying off, but last few days, feeling it a touch. I was definitely waiting for this time now. So that's the time where I kind of embrace it. When you feel bad, it kind of makes you feel good at the same time. Hopefully it makes sense to some of you. Makes sense to me. Might just be my fucked up head. That's the way I work. The more it hurts, the better. The more hungry I am, the better. The more I suffer, the better. It's just we embrace the suffering. That's what it's all about. Violence. The success of your contest prep is largely dependent on the timeline that you have set for it. You have to be able to account for how much body fat you have to lose versus duration of time it's going to take to be in true contest shape. Not only that, we have to take into consideration times to be able to take a deload, times for diet breaks, refeeds, should you choose to use them. Therefore, you have to make sure you choose an appropriate timeline to be able to get the job done. The last thing you want to do is run out of the time and the runway that you need in order to get stage ready and be able to actually peak week properly. More on peak weeks in future videos. Stay with me, bear with me, follow along for more content. People, getting in depths of it now. 3 weeks out and 2 days. And I'm definitely happy with the position I'm in. This is by far the smoothest prep that I've done because I've been able to execute this prep the way I want to, and I've been able to execute my timeline the way I want to and need to as well. As I mentioned earlier, prep timeline is extremely successful for the success of your prep, and the end product, which is your physique. So I've really been able to execute my timeline the way I want to, and hopefully, you know, I can bring the best version of myself. And that is ultimately what truly matters to me. It's like when I spoke to one of my friends, Kirky, earlier. You know, he said, "How do you feel?" I feel the best I ever have at this point because I'm doing what I know I can do, and I don't have anything holding me back. So as you can imagine, I'm extremely happy with the process, and I just can't wait to be able to bring my best package. You know, it's definitely allowing me to redeem myself from last year, which is all I need. I don't care where I place, I don't care where I land, I don't care what class I do. The only thing that truly matters to me is self-development, progression, and being a better version of myself every single time I step on stage. And every year I make progress, which is key for me. That's all I want. That's what drives me, that's what motivates me, and that is how I define success. It's being able to live my life the way I want to, progress, and live my dream the way I am right now. So thank you so much, guys. I really appreciate you all. Thank you so much for Carl, doing amazing work as always, and hopefully I'll catch up with you soon. If you like the content, please share, like, and subscribe, and we will catch up again soon, guys. Thank you and take care. Also, I will be filming the whole week again for the peak week, so stay tuned. And I'm going to have some special content coming your way. We've got some great plans with Carl set, so it's going to be amazing. Can't wait, guys. For now, take care, peace out, and I hope you enjoy the rest of your day, guys. Thank you.